it's Windwolf and welcome back to my channel. Today we are building a cute little gardener's home in The Sims 4. It's based off of a reference picture I found on Google. I will put it on the screen if I can find it. I really liked the picture because it had this yellow siding and this like deep pink roof, and I just really liked how it looked. It looked very cute. It had a lot of plants. I was like, that gives off gardener vibes. So I was like, I want to build a home for a gardener. And that's what we were attempting to build today. I have to admit that this house is not my style at all. One of the reasons I wanted to build it is because it was different from something I usually do, and I've been struggling to build lately, or at least I was struggling to build when this stream happened, which was a couple of days ago. It's currently December 31st. I think I built this on Tuesday, so today's Friday. Yeah. So I recently said on Twitch that I was going to take a break from posting. So you guys have probably not seen videos from me for like about a week or so, or at least half. Well, this might be coming out the second. Oh my goodness, I can't think. Whatever. I took a break from posting for like a week, and that was a little bit ago if you guys are on my channel a lot. So you probably noticed if you guys watch my videos pretty often. But yeah, I took a break. And this build was a absolute, like, it was fun to build, but it was also like a kind of a nightmare. It was kind of difficult to build. I struggled a lot. Also, I apologize if you guys can see the little Twitch alerts coming up on your screen. That is because like I said, I built this on Twitch, and so I can't really get rid of the Twitch alerts. They're just going to pop up. They're not very often. It's just an occasional follow, or if I got raided or stuff like that. So I apologize in advance about that. I probably should think more about like turning off my notifications when I'm building on Sims, because obviously these will all turn into YouTube videos and you guys don't want to see alerts popping up every so many minutes. But yeah, like I said, it's not that often. I just wanted to build something with a lot of plants. I do it kind of weirdly enough, the interior doesn't have as many plants as I thought it would. Like, I was hoping to make a really planty home, but that's not what ended up happening. This is not as planty on the interior as it is on the exterior. I had so much fun with the exterior. The exterior was amazing. The interior was an absolute nightmare. I couldn't decide the color scheme I wanted, couldn't decide the vibes, couldn't decide whether I wanted this to be a more modern home, you know, mid-century modern, or like a traditional home. Could not decide any of it. Like, did I want it to be cottagey? I don't know. I struggled so much because I was kind of like thinking, you know, like houses you see and you're like, that looks like a cute little old grandma's garden home or something. That's kind of what I thought when I saw the house on Google. And so I was like, I should make this house more traditional then, right? Because then it would be an older home. But I just didn't want to do traditional. Like, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right in my heart. And so I was like struggling. It's like, I don't really know what vibes I'm going for here. I didn't even know what color scheme I wanted. I struggled so much with the floor plan because this house is literally a straight rectangle and it's very small. So like trying to fit things and like come up with a nice floor plan, especially when the door is centered on houses like this, I always find it's really difficult because you kind of have to build the living area in the middle of the house and then have like bedrooms and stuff on the side. So then you kind of have to make sure, well, is the house big enough for that? Or will you sacrifice to have like a smaller living room? So I'm not that kind of person. I build a lot of like bigger homes, not like mansions by any means, but 40 by 30s, multiple levels. I usually have space for like a garage. I have space for a gym, some studies, like 5 or 6 bedrooms. Like, those are the kind of houses I build, like real suburban homes that are kind of bigger. And this is not something I build very often, this sort of tiny kind of house. So this was a big struggle. I struggled, you know, building this. It was something else. It was very difficult. And I think it turned out really nicely. I'm actually kind of shocked with like how well I did. With this floor plan and like the interior and stuff. I do think that the exterior would look so much nicer if I could have just had the same color roofing as that picture did, because unfortunately, since there's no color wheel in The Sims, I can't get that exact pink color, and that color just would have really made the house pop and look like what it was supposed to. But unfortunately, the pink that we're using is a little bit brighter and lighter. The other one is much more saturated and a darker tone, which looks really nice, but not replicable in The Sims, unfortunately. So that was kind of sad. You see me cutting to already figuring out the interior layout and the floor plan and the colors, because it just took me so long to do that. It was like 10 minutes of footage of me just going back and forth and drawing walls, and I didn't want you guys to have to deal with that. It doesn't look, you know, interesting or fun, so I cut it all out so you guys don't have to deal with that. I know sometimes people enjoy seeing that kind of struggle, like seeing how people made their decisions and such, but maybe one day I'll make a video where I like build a, like live, not live, but like real time me speaking and building at the same time, instead of me doing a sped up video and then a voiceover on top of it, so that I can explain to you guys like, oh, I was thinking this and this and this, rather than me just building a lot and you guys have no idea how I come up with what I come up with. But yeah, you guys can let me know if you want to see things like that, because I know a lot of YouTubers do that, but it requires a lot of editing, and I don't want to edit that much, especially because I have other things to do. Like I do stream. I also made a stream schedule, guys, by the way. If you guys don't know, I recently got Twitch affiliate, and so I was like, if I'm gonna have Twitch affiliate, then I should probably get a little bit more serious about streaming. So I made a whole schedule and everything. I stream Mondays, or at least I'm trying out the schedule, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll change it a little bit. Right now I kind of feel like, thing is, I would love to stream every single day, but I also have work that I need to do outside of like YouTube and Twitch, and I was trying to keep a couple of days where I just don't do any streaming, so that way I have time to do the stuff I need to do, and also have time to edit videos so that my you know, YouTube video doesn't like, or my YouTube channel doesn't get ignored, because I think I could very easily right now go straight into streaming and then forget about YouTube for a little bit because I'm just getting so bored of The Sims, y'all. I think because we haven't had any, like, we've had new content, like we've had the kits and stuff, but we haven't had a lot of new content recently, especially not for building, which is what I do. I mean, we usually get a lot of build content, like, don't get me wrong, builders get a lot of content, way more than some other things, but I just want new build content so badly. I would even settle for kits. Like, I would settle for more cast kits, to be honest, because cast kits, you know, I hate to say it, I know y'all hate kits. I know that that's like not a popular thing in the Sims community. People do not like the kits, but I really liked the kits because it gave me an idea to like do YouTube shorts on them. And so I started making like outfits on YouTube, or like in 1-minute videos, so that it gave me a chance to like focus on a different area of the Sims that I don't usually focus on, because like doing cast videos that are longer, I feel like are kind of boring. Like, it's just sped up video. Usually I don't even do a voiceover for them. I just put music on and you guys can watch me decorate. You can watch me clothe a sim, but I just feel like they're not as interesting. But in YouTube short form, I feel like it's a lot more interesting. So I kind of liked the fact that we got kits because it gave me that idea. And I actually don't mind kits in general. Do I wish that they were a little cheaper given what items were given? I guess so, but like, I don't know. I would pay for, there are some things that I would just be willing to pay for, and I don't mind like paying $4.99 for a couple of outfits or a few cool items, because it's just extra content. It's not like it doesn't enhance your gameplay to a point where I'd be like, oh, you have to spend that money. So I don't mind that they make kits. If that makes, like, if it was essential and it came with like one essential gameplay element, but it was only $4.99, then I'd be like, or it was $4.99, I'd be like, maybe it could be a little, I don't know. Does what I'm saying make sense? I don't think it does. It's just extra content, so I don't mind it that much. I know it's like completely unpopular in the Sims community, but oh well. This is the kitchen. I really like this kitchen. It's pink. It's got a lot of bright colors. I really wanted to use that gingham wallpaper because it was very cute and kind of old-fashioned at the same time. And I just, you know, I actually don't mind the gingham wallpaper that much. Sorry, my nose is kind of itchy right now. I don't mind the gingham wallpaper that much. I tried not to use it too much because at first I was trying to put it in the living room and I was like, I know someone's going to get angry at me if I do that. So I kind of only put it in the kitchen and the dining. I think I put it in the dining room. I'm not sure. Maybe I only put it in the kitchen, but I really like that wallpaper. It's not my style. I would never have that in real life, but in The Sims, 100%. It's adorable, you know? So, yeah. I also tried to use this wallpaper from the Paranormal pack because I really like it, but I can't remember if I keep it. I don't know if I did because I think I thought it clashed too much and then I switched to something else. Yeah, see, I've switched to the gingham. I don't know. I just really wanted to do it. I don't use that item very often, so when I get a chance to use something like gingham wallpaper everywhere, I take that chance, you know? So yeah, and then yeah, what else is there to say? This is just a really nice house. I really like the interior now that I look at it more. I do think I could have put more plants, but at the same time, I didn't want to go overboard, and I think this is like a solid amount of plants. I think it's an okay amount. This ends up being a little office nook. I kind of didn't really decorate it as much. I didn't really feel like it, so it's kind of bland. I probably should have decorated a little more because I could have put some cute plants. I probably could have put a nice little rug, some shelves or something. I mean, I know it's small, but I could have still decorated it a little bit better. I just didn't care that much for that little area, so I was like, whatever. It can just be a small desk area. But yeah, you could make that into like a little nifty knitting corner if you wanted to too. That doesn't even have to have a computer. You could just knit there. Put a rocking chair. I don't know. Cool vibes. But yeah, I did the living room last because I struggled a lot with the living room. Like I said, I didn't know what vibe I was going for. And so I wanted to kind of use the nifty knitting couch, but it's a little bit like, it's not like old fashioned, but it's like that like trendy old fashioned, if that makes sense. Like it's meant to look kind of granny-ish, but it's like trendy. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I wanted to use originally, but I couldn't find a color swatch I liked. And then you have to deal with like matching the pillows to the rest of the house, and it was a whole problem. It was a whole issue. I struggled so much, and I finally decided to use the cottage living couch, which I rarely use. Like, I don't use that couch very often, and it matched really well with this cats and dogs one because the pillows matched that couch. And I was like, it's meant to be, y'all, we're doing it. Because I wanted to use that couch, but I didn't want it to be the main couch because I felt like it was too old-fashioned. But then I was like, okay, we can put it on the side over there, and then the cottage living couch can be like the main couch. Does that make sense? Like it's right in front of the TV. I kind of think of that one as like the feature piece. I don't know if that makes sense, but I thought this worked out really well because I wanted to use both the couches, but then I couldn't decide which one. I was like, if I can't use, one of them, like I can't decide on one of them, why not use both of them? And then I found a swatch that would match the other swatch. I also really wish that we could pick throw pillows to put on couches instead of having to like deal with the ones they give you, because then you could match the colors a little bit better, but that's okay. We can't do that. Unfortunate. I heard that there was a custom content creator that was working on some sort of like color wheel. I don't know if they succeeded at it. I know they were working on it. I don't know if it's done, but if it is, you should definitely check it out. I think it was Little Dicka who did that, but I cannot remember, so I'll have to look into that. But let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about, because did it come out yet? I don't know. They were doing something weird where you could like place custom designs and stuff and patterns or something. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool if we got a color wheel on The Sims. I don't think we ever will get a color wheel, but it would just make life so much easier. And to be honest, I feel like it would make it easier for the devs too, because they wouldn't have to sit there and add like a billion different swatches and then hear from people complaining about how they can't match their wood tones, or this doesn't match, or that doesn't match, like they could just have the color wheel and then everyone can deal with that on their own. Like I feel like they set themselves up for complaints by not having a color wheel. It was such a revolutionary thing to have at the time when we got it, and to just have it not there anymore, it feels very odd. Like especially, you come from Sims 3 into Sims 4, and Sims 4 is just way... Like, Sims 4 is way less advanced in that sense. Like, the color wheel is missing. There's things about Sims 3 that are just better. Sims 3 was revolutionary for its time, and it's just better to some degree. Like, The Sims 4 is better in a lot of things. Interestingly enough, a lot of people like to say that The Sims 4 is better for building, but it's not really better for building. The Sims 3 had way more options. There's more constraints in Sims 4 building, and I don't think people realize that. The only difference is that Sims 4 is more user-friendly, so it seems like it's better for building, but The Sims 3 let you do some crazy things with building that you could not do in The Sims 4. Platforms were one of them for a long time. There's just so many things. You could make sloped houses, if that makes sense. It was a cool time, and unfortunately that didn't exist in The Sims 4 for a long time, and a lot of it still doesn't. So when you come from like The Sims 3 into The Sims 4, you're kind of like, wow, it's a little bit underwhelming in comparison. So Sims 3 is really cool. I don't know which I like better. A lot of people argue about this on like Twitter and stuff, like which Sims 4, Sims 3, which generation is best? And I'm like, I don't know. I use The Sims 4 the most. I haven't played Sims 3 in a long time, so part of me is like, do I just have fond memories of it, or is it actually really good? I think it's a really good game, but I haven't played in a while. But since I have a desktop, I want to download Sims 3 on my computer. I'm just too scared to delete my Sims 4 because I'm worried that I won't be able to get the saves back. And I'm kind of lazy. Like, I did back them all up so I could, you know, download them onto this computer later on. But I think just for safety measures, I'm going to put some of my old Sims on the gallery so that, you know, if I can't get them back, I can just re-download them. That way I have the families still and like nothing happens to them. Anyways, I think we're getting to the end of the video here. I'm not gonna do, should I do a tour? No, I won't do a tour. I'll do screenshots for today's video. So you guys are gonna be getting into screenshots. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what you think about the build. Is it cute? Is it not cute? I don't know. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. As always, if you are, please give this video a big, wait, what? I forgot my own outro. I hope you guys liked this video. As always, if you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you like me, hit the subscribe button. And if you really like me and want me notified every single time I post a video, go ahead and hit that bell button. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys next time.